Have you ever wondered which goddess wields power over the crossroads of destiny, the mysteries of magic, and the veil between life and death? Hecate, the Greek goddess of magic, has long been overshadowed by the Olympian gods. But her story holds secrets that could change how you view mythology forever. Today, we'll unravel the hidden mysteries of Hecate. Why was she so feared and revered? What role did she play in shaping the destinies of gods and mortals? Make sure to subscribe for more hidden myths and stories that will leave you spellbound. Let's dive in. The goddess at the crossroads. Hecate isn't just a goddess of magic. She is the ruler of transitions. Crossroads, both literal and metaphorical, are her domain. In ancient Greece, crossroads were seen as liminal spaces where the boundaries between realms blurred. Travelers left offerings for Hecate, believing she could grant safe passage or guidance. Even today, the concept of a crossroads symbolizes pivotal decisions, reflecting Hecate's influence in mythology and beyond. A unique position in Greek mythology. Hecate's origins remain a mystery. Some say she's a Titan, the daughter of Perseus and Asteria. Others claim she's a descendant of Zeus and Demeter. This ambiguity mirrors her elusive and complex character. Unlike other gods, Hecate was worshipped across Greece and Asia Minor. She was one of the few deities Zeus allowed to retain power after the Titanomachy, reflecting her unmatched significance. How often do we stand at our own crossroads, unsure which path to take? Imagine a goddess guiding you. What would you ask her? Let us know in the comments. Hecate's symbols and power. Her torches symbolize illumination in darkness, guiding mortals and gods alike. She's also associated with dogs, believed to act as her protectors. In ancient Greece, dogs howling in the night were thought to signal Hecate's presence. Did you know her sacred plant is the yew tree? Its poisonous nature reflects her connection to death and rebirth. A guardian of the dead. Hecate served as a psychopomp, guiding souls into the afterlife alongside Hermes. Unlike Hades, who ruled the dead, Hecate helped souls transition peacefully. Her role made her both feared and respected. People left offerings of honey, garlic, and black animals at crossroads, hoping to gain her favor. The secret creation of scorpions. A lesser-known myth tells of Hecate helping the Titan goddess Leto. Hera, jealous of Leto's pregnancy, sent monsters to stop her from giving birth. Hecate transformed into a scorpion to distract Hera, allowing Leto to safely deliver Apollo and Artemis. This story isn't just about scorpions. It's about her resourcefulness and compassion. Hecate's role in the Underworld. Did you know Hecate played a key role in the myth of Persephone? When Hades abducted Persephone, it was Hecate who guided Demeter through the night with her torches. Her actions made her a symbol of hope in dark times. What's fascinating is that Hecate didn't just help Demeter. She later became a companion of Persephone, guiding her between the realms of the living and the dead. Hecate's connection to witchcraft. Hecate is often associated with witches and sorcery. But why? Ancient texts describe her as a goddess who mastered herbs, potions, and spells. Many rituals performed in her name involved invoking her power to curse or protect. Even in modern witchcraft, Hecate remains a central figure. Witches invoke her during full moons, believing she grants wisdom and magical insight. Did Hecate aid the Trojans? Hecate isn't typically associated with the Trojan War, but some accounts claim she aided the Trojans. She provided them with visions and strategies, granting them mystical insights. This shows her tendency to support the underdogs in myths. A goddess of independence. Hecate stood apart from the Olympians. She wasn't tied to a husband or lover, unlike most goddesses. This independence made her a figure of empowerment. She chose her own path and often acted as a mediator between gods and mortals. Hecate in modern culture. Hecate's influence didn't end in ancient times. Shakespeare referenced her in Macbeth as the goddess of witches. She's also a popular figure in books, movies, and even video games, symbolizing power and mystery. If you could stand at a crossroads with Hecate, what would you ask her about your life? Would you seek guidance, protection, or something else? Share your thoughts below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. We release stories like this every Thursday, exploring hidden corners of history and mythology. You've heard of Hecate's power over Crossroads, magic, and the Underworld. But her story doesn't end there. In this video, we'll explore Hecate's darker, hidden powers and her influence over ancient rituals, forgotten myths, and modern-day practices. Stick around, because what you'll learn might surprise you. Hecate as the triple goddess. Hecate is often depicted in three forms, symbolizing her dominion over the past, present, and future. Maiden, mother, and crone. This triple aspect connects her to the life cycle and the phases of the moon. Guardianship at Crossroads. Statues of her triple form were placed at crossroads to ward off evil spirits and protect travelers. The number 3 repeatedly appears in her myths, emphasizing her multifaceted role as a goddess of transitions and transformation. The secret midnight rites. Hecate was worshipped through mysterious nighttime rituals called deepna. These offerings, left at crossroads, included black dogs, honey, eggs, garlic, and cakes shaped like the crescent moon. The rituals weren't just about honoring her. They were meant to cleanse one's household of negative energy and ensure Hecate's blessings. The secrecy surrounding these rites added to her aura of mystique and fear. Hecate and necromancy. Hecate's connection to the dead wasn't limited to guiding souls. She was also invoked in necromancy, the practice of communicating with the dead. Ancient sorcerers would call upon her to summon spirits for knowledge or power. In some myths, she's described as teaching mortals how to control ghosts and wield their energy. This earned her the title Queen of Ghosts and solidified her reputation as a goddess of both protection and danger. Her role in the chthonic pantheon Hecate was unique because she existed in both the Olympian and chthonic, underworld realms. While other Olympians shied away from the underworld, Hecate thrived in it. Her ability to navigate both realms made her a bridge between the living and the dead, between light and shadow. Her duality was both feared and revered, as she represented balance between opposites. The torches of knowledge. Hecate's torches didn't just light physical paths. They symbolized enlightenment and inner wisdom. In myths, she often appeared to guide heroes through dark, treacherous journeys. Her torches became a metaphor for uncovering hidden truths, whether in the physical world or within oneself. In this way, Hecate wasn't just a goddess of magic, but a guide for those seeking deeper knowledge. Hecate and lunar magic. Hecate's association with the moon made her a goddess of lunar magic. The waxing moon symbolized new beginnings, where Hecate's guidance was sought for fresh starts. The waning moon was her domain for endings, banishments, and releasing negativity. Her connection to the moon reinforced her as a goddess of cycles and transformation, both in nature and human life. Hecate's connection to Medea and Circe Hecate wasn't just a goddess, she was also a mentor. Medea, the sorceress who helped Jason, was said to be one of Hecate's most devoted followers. Medea's mastery of potions and spells was attributed to the goddess's teachings. Circe, the enchantress from Homer's Odyssey, was also linked to Hecate. Her magical prowess and connection to transformation were echoes of her divine teacher. These figures highlight Hecate's influence in shaping some of the most powerful women in Greek mythology. The darker myths of Hecate. Hecate wasn't always benevolent. Some myths describe her as vengeful and terrifying. In one story, she curses a farmer who insults her by turning his crops into poisonous weeds. Another myth tells of her unleashing storms and wild beasts on those who failed to honor her properly. These tales served as warnings to show respect for the goddess's power. Hecate's sacred animals. Hecate's connection to animals extended beyond dogs. Snakes were sacred to her, symbolizing rebirth and transformation. Owls were thought to embody her wisdom and watchfulness. Black horses were associated with her chthonic nature, representing speed and strength in navigating between realms. These animals appeared in rituals and dreams as signs of her presence. Hecate's legacy in magic and witchcraft. Hecate's influence in witchcraft endures to this day. Modern Wiccans honor her as a goddess of the moon, magic, and the occult. Her name is invoked in rituals for protection, divination, and empowerment. In tarot, Hecate is often associated with the High Priestess, representing intuition and the unknown. This shows how her ancient power continues to shape spiritual practices worldwide. If you could invoke Hecate's wisdom today, what guidance would you ask for? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth mythological explorations.